Trump's lawyers said in court today, quote, "We've characterized it at times as an overdue library book scenario. No biggie. Those classified and top secret documents, they are just like an overdue library book." That interesting argument was made by Trump's lawyers today during a hearing this afternoon to determine whether or not a federal judge should grant Trump's request to appoint a special master to review the documents that the FBI retrieved from Trump's home. Yes, documents like these, top secret classified documents found squirreled away throughout Mar-a-Lago in his office, his bedroom, and his storage room. The Trump-appointed judge did not issue a ruling from the bench as to whether or not she would appoint a special master per Trump's request, but she did say she would unseal a more detailed inventory of the documents taken from Mar-a-Lago. Her ruling and the unsealing of that document could come at any time. We have no idea when we are going to get it, so know that we have all of our eyes on you, Pacer. That's a legal joke. In court today, the Justice Department had a simple reminder for the former president and his legal team about just whose documents they really are. They pointed out today that Trump, quote, is no longer the president. And because he's no longer the president, he had no rights to those documents. He was unlawfully in possession of them. That ends the analysis. Full stop. It does not get any clearer than that. The Justice Department argued that the appointment of a special master on claims of executive privilege would be, quote, unprecedented, because that's claiming executive privilege against the executive branch, which seems sort of impossible. The DOJ also argued that adding a special master at this point would cause delays, not only for its own ongoing criminal investigation, but for the Office of the Director of National Intelligence and her ongoing damage assessment of the documents. Remember, the Justice Department has said their initial review of the documents is complete. Its special review team, that filter team, has already set aside a small handful of documents deemed privileged. And the appointment of a special master could delay the important work, that damage assessment, about the fallout from those classified top secret documents hanging around Trump's club and what all that means for national security. Also, whether or not those classified documents contain national secrets that, improperly held, would be a violation under the Espionage Act. Meanwhile, Team Trump said a special master must be appointed because we need to lower the temperature on both sides. We need to take a deep breath. From the man who brought you calls of targeted violence against FBI agents, a plea for everybody to just please get along. Joining us now is Joyce Vance, former U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Alabama, current professor at the University of Alabama Law School of Law, and co-host of the podcast Sisters-in-Law. Joyce, thank you so much for being with me this evening.
Thanks for having me, Alex.
So let's talk about this third-party review, this special master. Where, I know you've seen the court minutes that we have and the judge's ruling. Where do you think she's going to land on this? Do you have any indication based on the events of today?
She's given every indication that she's inclined to use a special master. And her approach to the government has been a little bit of a plea. Come on, what's it going to hurt to do this? But that's not how the law works, right? You could say this in every case. Every defendant would love to have an investigation into their criminal conduct slowed down and have an outside person reviewing everything that DOJ does. But that's not how our system works. And doing this is just another way of Trump demanding that he receive special treatment, that he be set above the law. I hope the judge will see through this and not go along with it.
Well, and it's not just the appointment of the special master. It's what the Trump team wants from the special master. Today in court, the Trump attorney said they want a third-party special master to share all of the evidence with them, including the affidavit laying out the government's case. Is that the bridge too far, or do you think that could be legitimately under consideration?
No, that would be an absolutely illegitimate step to take. This judge is a former federal prosecutor. It's tough to believe that she would approve that sort of a strategy, because what Trump is really trying to do here, if you take a step back and look at the pleadings, this is just an effort to delegitimize the Justice Department. There's no legal basis for appointing a special master and giving him this extra look-see into the government's work. He's in essence trying to argue to the jury of public opinion, you can't trust the Justice Department. And that's what this is all about. He doesn't have a defense. He's acknowledged having the documents. We can all see for ourselves that they're classified. So his only strategy is to trot out this tired old approach that he's used time and time again when he's been in trouble, and to say, you can't trust DOJ. They're at fault. They're coming after me. It's a witch hunt. I should have a level of oversight into their investigation that no other subject in a criminal case is entitled to.